Hey guys, it's Amanda. What's up? I hope you all are having... Why am I so fake? Like, dead ass, I turned the camera on and I'm like, I don't know who that is. I'm like, what am I saying? I really struggle with starting my video. Once it starts, I'm good to go. But filming the intro, I just sit here and say the wackest shit and then I'm editing and I'm like, I've never said that before. What? These are all the clothes that I got during my last 2 thrift trips. So if you've not yet watched those, you're about to spoil the entire experience by watching this video. Go watch those videos first, okay? I have tons of pieces for fall, a ton of skirts, a lot of crochet pieces, and I don't even remember what's in this bag. The way this is so heavy. I'm actually gonna go in order of the thrift trips because I have them kind of separated that way. I feel kind of obligated to show you guys this first because it's so good. I found this denier leather jacket and then this shoulder bag that's the exact same color leather. I'm like, how did this happen? This seems too good to be true, but bitch, I'm holding it right now. Since buying this, I have worn it so many times. I do feel weird about mixing brown and black sometimes, but because this is nude and has a dark stitching, it just works so well. I can actually wear it with anything. I feel like I'll insert some photos of ways that I've worn this. I wanted a coat in this silhouette all year last year and could not find one, and I've been coming across quite a few at the thrift store lately, so I'm feeling very blessed. It has these square pockets on the bust and then 2 more square pockets just on the bottom here. It has a really long strap. I can cinch the waist. Like, I literally will go on about this forever. It's amazing. This was $29, which I feel like is a very justifiable price for the fact that it's a real leather jacket. This is actually the first thing that I picked up during my thrift trip that I got that coat. I thought it was cute, obviously, because I picked it up, but I wasn't dying over it. It wasn't until I found the matching coat that I was, you know, obviously gonna get it. I do like the circular shape of it. It has a braided handle. The brand is Zeka. Honestly, I have not yet worn this bag, just because unfortunately I can't stop wearing, like, I know, fuck. I can't stop wearing it, and it even looks good with that coat, obviously. The metallic just does so much more than this, but I still do really like this. It was $4.99. This thrift trip was really good for crochet, knitwear, perfect for fall. I don't know how this happened, actually. I was like, okay, we're gonna go thrifting for fall, whatever the fuck that means. The thrift store just has what it has and you buy it if you like it. And somehow the universe knew, and I actually got blessed all of these knit pieces. I got this crochet beige little cardigan. I wouldn't wear it as a cardigan, I would wear it done up. And I think this is really cool because there's no actual designated buttonholes. You can just button it wherever you want. I've definitely played around with the way that I button this. I've tried buttoning it kind of to create an uneven silhouette or just further to make it kind of cross over, even though it's obviously not a fall shirt. There's fucking holes throughout the whole thing. As I said, you can layer it pretty much over anything. Okay, before I move on to all the knitwear, I want to show you this fake Burberry shirt that I got, which you guys definitely made me feel better about getting. In the comments, all of you were like, you needed to get it, and I'm like, okay, thank you, because obviously, as I said in the video, I'm not out here trying to buy fake shit, but I really liked the colors of this shirt. Burberry just has the colors down, you know, and unfortunately this is fake, but I did buy it regardless. I styled this with the crochet top over it and done up in kind of like a weird way, and it looked really cute, layered with this bag, the new jacket. You can kind of just, like, you know, do what you want, do your thing, unzip it a lot. I mean, you can't really zip it that low because you can see this facing is just horribly stitched, and yeah, we're not gonna look too closely at this one, but moving on to the fucking crochet knitwear. I got this crochet, almost giving very feminine sweater vest. It's got a huge band at the bottom of it, which I definitely love because I can kind of adjust where I want the top to sit on me and it won't move because this band is fucking huge. I have already worn this a couple times. The brand is Say What, and I guess it's made in the USA because it says USA on the tag, and I just loved the tag, the brand name, everything. This is one of those pieces that I saw on the rack, and it's not in this state that I want to wear it, but I do have a vision or multiple visions for how I would style this. So first of all, obviously it's gray crochet. I'm here for both of those things, so that was an immediate like, okay. And then under it has this mesh gray slip, which is attached by one stitch in the shoulder. So I'm actually just gonna cut this and then have the slip be separate from the dress so I can wear both of them separately. When I was trying this on in Value Village, I tried it on over my gray really long jorts, and I really liked the way that that looked. I took out the slip and just had the crochet on laying over the shorts. You could see the shorts through the crochet, obviously even better because there's no mesh slip in between the two of them. And I'm thinking I am going to cut off the hem because it has this perfect scallop going on, and I don't like that. The person cut out the tag, so I don't know what the brand of this dress is. You guys will definitely be seeing that in a lookbook soon. This crochet shawl, which is definitely like obviously hand crocheted and donated by someone, and I bought it for $4.99, which is actually insane to me, is one of my favorite things I've ever thrifted. I love the colors of it. It has an ombre blue in this circular pattern. It also fits me really well. It's not too tight, and yeah, I love it. It will be amazing for the springtime, and even throughout the winter I will figure out a way to style this and wear it because it needs to happen. It's amazing and I love it. So I got quite a few skirts during this thrift trip, which I'm really excited about. I'm not one of those people that has a thrift wish list or goes in to the thrift store with any, I don't know, intention of what I want to find, which I guess could be a bad thing because then I end up doing this and buying tons of things. But at the same time, the whole point of thrifting, in my opinion, is having no expectations, having no real vision. And then when I get in there and I see things, it kind of just comes to me and I'm like, yes, I need that. So for example, with that gray dress, like that would never have been on my thrift wish list. Then when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I need that. I kind of just let my thrift trip guide me and take me where I need to be. Anyways, with that being said, I didn't have any skirts on my thrift wish list, but I ended up buying 4. And okay, I have to start with this one. Actually, one of my favorite pieces I have ever thrifted, and I can't get over it. So it's this Tommy Hilfiger denim kilt, basically. It fits me so perfectly. It's pleated in the back and then it buttons the same way a kilt does, just on the side. And then on the front, it has a snap button, which I love because it's so secure. And whenever I wear this, it's just like, I know it's not going anywhere. I don't know, sometimes kilts can move around a little bit. It has these 2 buckles on the side, which are adjustable. And I love that because I wear this low rise. So these kind of hit just right on my thigh and I can really tighten it, which just makes it feel so secure. It looks so good with the nude jacket. I just love it. I actually love it so much. I'm so happy I found this piece. Again, this is nothing I would ever have imagined needing. It's a completely different vibe than any pleated denim skirt I've ever seen. It's not juvenile at all. It's also long. I just love it. So this was, I think, $7.99, and I'm never gonna sell this. Honestly, it's one of my favorite pieces I've owned. I got this skirt. It's by Jacob, and originally I imagined this to fit a little bit baggy, mostly because it has these side slits and then these 2 drawstrings. I kind of just imagined it to be kind of like, you know, a low-rise baggy vibe. And then when I tried it on at home, it ended up being a little bit more high-waisted on me just because of how tight it was. It's just pretty tight all the way through until here. So I wasn't sure about keeping it because I'm not crazy about high-waisted skirts, but if you remember, I'll actually just insert a picture or something because I don't have it with me. I thrifted the denim corset kind of lace-up vest, and I've been struggling to style that because there's 2 tones of denim in it. This denim actually ended up being the exact same shade of denim in the lace-up part. So I've worn this skirt with that denim vest, and then again, the nude jacket, a nude purse, and then my pink globe shoes. This skirt I'm thinking I'm gonna sell after I do style it in a lookbook, just because it's a very micro mini skirt, which is amazing, but I just don't have anywhere to wear a skirt like this. It's also a tiny bit too big for me, which is just terrifying because I feel like it'll just fall down. And it's already kind of like a belt, so I'm not trying to have that happen. It has some studs on the pockets, which I'm actually gonna take off because it looks like they were all along the pocket, but some have fallen off. It crosses over in the front, and then I really liked the back because it has no pockets. It has this little D-ring for no reason. I liked the wash, the stitching, all the little details. And then this is the last skirt that I got, and I was not gonna keep this, and my friend Amuna was like, you should keep it. So this reminds me of the American Apparel midi skirt that used to be so popular when I was in high school. It has no belt loops, which is obviously what sold me because otherwise it's just like a fucking blue skirt that I don't need. But because it doesn't have any belt loops, which I do love, and I was like, I can wear it low-waisted, I should keep this. It's vintage Old Navy, which is so funny. Honestly, it doesn't fit me as low rise as I want it to. It's so hard for me to look at skirts and gauge how they'll fit me, or pants, because I always imagine that they'll be bigger than they are, and then I put it on and I'm like, the last thing I picked up from that thrift trip is this Guess sweater, which I really love. It has a really obnoxiously big band, which is definitely what sold me on this piece, because if it was just this with a skinny band at the bottom, I definitely would not have picked it up. Just a very easy sweater to throw on for the fall time. I also love neutral pieces that have some metallic or sparkle to them because it really just brings another element to the outfit. Moving on to the next thrift trip, which is all still in this bag. I do really make an effort to bring tote bags whenever I go thrifting. Obviously, it's way more environmentally friendly, and the Value Village bags are so awkward to carry. I'll be walking home like this with like 2 Value Village bags. The first thing is this sweater, which was only $3.99. That is crazy. It's this gray and white striped, very oversized, baggy, has a hood. That's definitely a theme for this thrift haul in this portion of it, because I just kept finding things with hoods at the thrift store and I needed it. I don't know what it was just speaking to me. I suddenly had the urge to be wearing a hood, so I got this. It does have quite a deep v-neck, which I'm not really here for, so I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna work around that. It has some drawstrings. If these were super long, that would be a lot cooler, but it's okay. The sleeves are really long. I just like the stretched out feel of it, especially because it's striped. I feel like it just adds to that whole vibe. Kind of in a similar way that I imagine the gray crochet dress, I'm gonna style this. So over those gray shorts and have them just kind of like peeking out at the bottom, or maybe even somehow layer it with the crochet dress or the mesh slip underneath. We'll see. I think there's a lot of potential in this. The next thing I picked up is this sweater from Seduction, which makes it into absolutely every single thrift haul because they just have the cutest shit. It's this brown cable knit sweater with a humongous hood that's connected to the collar, in that you can have it be off the shoulder and then the hood is super wide. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's, you know, it starts here, so it's a really big hood, which I love. I do want to distress this sweater very minimally. I'm not going to do the actual front or back of it just because I don't want it to unravel, as I mentioned, but I think I'm going to put a hole for my thumb and kind of just distress the end of the sleeves a little bit. Looks a little bit too perfect, and because it's cable knit, it just needs a little bit of tweaking, and then it will be exactly what I envision for how I'm gonna style this. I don't know how we've made it to almost, okay, we're not even close to being done this haul, but just towards the end, and I haven't shown these yet. I've been getting so blessed lately by denier. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm not complaining. I got these black leather pants. They're definitely a mid-rise, if not, they're just low-waisted. I haven't tried them on yet, so I hope they fit. They're a size 4, so they should. Anyways, you can just tell that they're not very high-waisted, which is so amazing because I'm not trying to have high-waisted leather pants. Like, that is the opposite of what I want. They have pockets on the front, like multiple, and the back has a zippered pocket with a regular just patch pocket on the back. They have a seam going all the way down, and then a seam kind of mid-thigh, double stitching. Just so good. They also have a raw edge. Somebody must have cut these, which makes sense because even after they've been cut, they're still super long. I am praying that these fit me. If they don't fit me after I just went off about them, I'm gonna cry. I also picked up 2 pairs of vintage Guess jeans, which unfortunately are too small for me. These were so unique, I just felt like I had to buy them, and I'm gonna be posting them on my Depop. I've never seen this kind of garment by Guess. They have a beaded peace sign, very thick brown stitching on the pockets, on the tag here, and all along the front. They're giving off that thick True Religion stitch, which I obviously love. Because it's brown, it's just so appropriate, obviously, for fall. They flare out. They have some fading on the front and fading on the back pockets. I am thinking about posting these on Depop because I did mention I would look out for some really cute low-rise jeans to post, and these definitely made the fucking cut. And then these ones as well, they have a white stitching. Oh my god, these are honestly so fucking cool. The details on these pants are absolutely amazing. They have these squared pockets, 3 rows of stitching, very subtle distressing, and then a super big flare. They kind of remind me of my Levi's slouch jeans. The button has a diamond on it. Like, what? I have never seen Guess jeans like this. I'm really curious as to what year these are from. I'm also gonna be posting these on Depop. I picked up this Harley Davidson little tank top. It was $8.99. I haven't seen Harley at the thrift store in so long. I think it's actually been maybe 2 years. I love how they always have a graphic on the back. I think it's so cute when you have your hair up, and it has this really thick orange stripe on either side and just kind of a classic graphic, kind of giving a barbed wire vibe, which I think is really cool. And then the last piece, which is actually crazy, is this white pleated skirt. This is just the most pristine, unstained garment I think I've ever seen at the thrift store. It has this really oversized rectangular button. It's really heavy. Like, this is a nice button. I really liked the length of it, and I also I've never owned a white skirt actually. So I wanted to pick this up and try styling it, see how that goes. This honestly could even be a vibe with the striped gray sweater if it had some subtle distressing along the bottom. Could be a moment. So these are all of the clothes that made the cut and are staying in my wardrobe from my last 2 Come Thrift With Me's. Once I do the first one and I bring things home and I try them on, I often go back and exchange some things, and then that's when I thrifted the clothes for the second portion of this haul. So I did return that Roxy Sherpa jacket. I was contemplating keeping it for so long, but I just felt like it's so big, and I honestly don't have room for a piece like that if I'm not gonna actually wear it, and I decided I would just keep the denier leather one instead, which I think was the right decision because I've already worn that one so many times. Look out on my Depop, which is 90 Monka, if any of these end up getting posted, / I have other things on there if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video.